Hi guys, I thought I'd do a video for you, which is a first, I know. I don't typically do them. I do have a slight cold, I warn, so if there's any snuffling or sneezing then please do excuse it. It's not really my fault. So yeah, today I thought I'd give a few handy tips on creating smooth dreads and how I achieve that, because over the 7 years I've been making dreads I have been asked this question a lot of times, so I thought I'd finally get off my ass and do a video about it. So yeah, basically if you want to know why you want smooth dreads and about fuzzies, which are little loops that appear in your dread of the actual hairs when you push them up when they're backcombed, Rivet Licker has a really good informative video on smooth dreads, and also if you want to learn how to make dreads then her videos are really good to watch, so I really suggest that you pop over there and go and watch them. Right, so basically this is a few tips on how to get dreads smooth. First off, you don't want to cut fuzzies out of dreads when you've twisted them. This is really bad for your dread. When your dread puffs out, it can make it really itchy and not very pleasant, and also it kind of weakens the structure of your dread. So yeah, I suppose I should say that the fibre you use for making dreads does make a difference. Some colours of Kanaclon, which are typically the ones that are harder to seal, don't tend to smooth down as easy as some other colours, so they do take a bit of work. Just be patient, or yeah, just ignore them. Fuzzies tend to appear if the dread has been backcombed really well, so don't worry if you do get them, they will appear. They will puff out over time, but if they do appear and stick out of your dread, just give it a reseal and smooth them back down again. So basically, first off is when you're backcombing your Kanaclon. Yes, this has already been backcombed because it's the only one of the dreads I haven't sealed in my current set that I'm making for myself, so yeah. Basically, take your Kanaclon, and most people when they backcomb in fairly large strokes and push the hair right up, which is fine, everyone backcombs differently, but I tend to find that if you use smaller strokes and only backcomb about an inch at a time, so about that, and smooth the fibres down after every couple of strokes, you push the hairs into the dread instead of making them stick out, so you do get a smoother dread. Also, it helps after you've smoothed them down, if you pull them apart like that and smooth it down, you get a smoother dread. After you've backcombed your dread nice and solid, so it does stick out, see? Palm roll your dread all the way to the bottom. This creates a nice conical shape, so it's easy to twist it and it pushes the fibres smooth and into the dread. So yeah, so on to sealing, I suppose. That's what I can really think of for backcombing. So just take your time. If you try and rush a dread, you'll tend to get more fuzzies, I've noticed. So, when you're sealing your dread, if you really push the fibres down with your thumbs to get it smoother, and if you do get like a pocket of fuzzies, really bad fuzzies, that stick out of your dread, so say about here, you pinch your hair, tuck it into the dread, and then continue twisting. So you tuck the fuzzies into the dread. That tends to help. Yeah. Right. So, say you're sealing your dread, I use a steamer with a cloth attachment. I tend to find that this helps me get smoother dreads. I don't know why, but you don't have to use one. You can use any sealing technique you want. I have noticed that the boiling technique does actually give poofier, fuzzier dreads. Because you can't smooth the fibres down whilst you're sealing. The steamer technique gives fairly smooth dreads, fairly solid. I've never had a problem with it. It's my personal preference for sealing dreads. I have heard that you can get really smooth dreads from the straightener and iron techniques. I don't really use these, so I can't really help you too much on it, but apparently you can get really smooth dreads with them, so if that's your style, then try and give it a go and see what you can come up with. So yeah. Another technique I will suggest is, if you're using a steamer, really smooth the fibres down, so go round the dread and smooth them down as you're steaming. This will make it even smoother and push the fuzzies flat, basically. So yeah, this is my tutorial on smooth dreads. I hope it helped a little bit. If it did, or you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment, and thank you for watching.